Aloha everybody, Kevin from Ocean Janitors back again with another video. This one's crazy. This is probably my favorite video, so I hope you guys like it. We had an awesome crew this day. And it was very fortunate because we had some work to put in, so we needed a good crew. It's a good thing we all like each other. Here we go. So we had seen this mooring line a few weeks prior, but because of the water levels going up and down, not because of climate change, but because that's what it does in the ocean. We saw this a while back, and we had to come back and get a GPS point to come find it. This is a mooring line. The depth of the water there is about 130 feet. So there I am, getting all the barnacles off it, getting it all cleaned up, so when we pull it in, it doesn't cut anyone's hands. No one wants that. Here we go. Here's our spotter. And you know, I don't really know what to expect going down here. All I know is I got to get all the barnacles off this line to where it's easier to get up into the boat. And as I go down that line, I'm thinking that this mooring line is, 130 feet, goes from top to bottom straight down. But as you'll see, that's not what happened. As I was going down, I started to find out that this mooring line had a major arch in it. And that means it was further away connected on the bottom than it was connected to the top. So we had to find the bottom, had to find out where it was at. And, I was like, I don't know how the heck far this is going to go. This thing could be 2 miles for all I know. I have no clue. But all I know is I was going to find the bottom. And so as I pull myself down this rope, down this mooring line into the depths, the dark depths of the ocean, it seems like it's never going to end. At one point, I was getting a little bit worried because I said, hey, the deeper I go, the less time I've got to work down here. And there was no way I was coming up without this mooring line. Further and further and further we go. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna stop? Nobody knows. And then I see a split in the mooring line. It's going multiple directions. 104 feet. Oh man. So Regina had to stop at 104 feet because she started feeling not very well. But I had to keep going. And you can see I will disappear into the depths. Come to find out, this line was attached in multiple places, 3 places to be exact. Not by a person, but this was just a floated in mooring line that came from way out in the ocean. And as you'll see on the bottom of this, it had another mooring ball and also a net that was attached. And I'm so excited that we got this on video for you guys because it's literally unbelievable. As you can see, I am so far down there. Regina finally gets to the point where she's like, I'm not going to be able to film Jack if I don't, well, my name's Kevin, but anyways, I'm not going to be able to film anything if I don't go down there. So she started cruising down there even though she wasn't feeling very good. She risked her life for this video, and now she can see me. She literally had to follow my bubbles down to the depths to find me. 114 feet! And I'm at 140. Oh my gosh. This is what the ocean looks like at 140 feet. And look at what we've got. Look at how that line is all intertwined on that beautiful coral. There's a broken mooring ball. And then there's net all wrapped up on the coral. Now put yourself in my shoes or in my fins for a moment and just think, I can only be down there a certain amount of time. So I'm thinking, I've got to get all this stuff untangled off of the coral and then still make it back up. Man, I better get moving. So that's exactly what I did. So I took a little bit of film, and this is really cool. I'm so happy that we got this because sometimes mistakes wind up being a blessing. And this video is just hanging around my chest, and I accidentally left it on. So if I hadn't have left it on, we wouldn't have got this footage. But this is a great POV footage of exactly what I had to do to get this rope off the ocean floor. But my first priority was not filming. My first priority was getting it out of there. Got to get it out. And now you can see me work. And there's a shot from above. This mooring line was massive. And once I got it free, the only thing I was thinking is, let's get up, let's get out of here, let's get safe, let's get to the boat. Here we go, onward and upward. I was so happy when that mooring line came loose, when that net came loose off that beautiful coral. And I was also grateful to see that it didn't cause that much damage. And it's definitely not going to cause damage now because it's out of there. Unbelievable. Now you say, why is it important to get this thing out? That mooring line was 5 feet or less. Sometimes it was actually exposed at the surface of the water. And if a boat would have been cruising down there minding its own business, just enjoying its day, it could have definitely hit that and destroyed the bottom of its boat. Or it could have hit the prop, it could have ruined the prop. That's why we do what we do. That's why we get these things out. So right here, I'm doing a safety stop. I had to do a 5-minute safety stop at 15 feet because of the depth. making sure I don't get sick. But I want to point out one cool thing. There's not much rope that I'm having to deal with while I'm going up, and that's because we got the best crew, Ocean Janitors. We've got the best crew. They were up on the boat. They were actually pulling the slack out, and they were winding it up on top of the boat. And you're going to see that in just a few minutes. But I'm so grateful to our awesome crew. Man, we do the work underwater. They do the work on the boat. And this right here is the reason why we have a boat. This is the reason why we've needed a boat, to do these very things. And if you would like to support us, we're very grateful for everything we get to where we can continue to do these awesome dives. Venmo, PayPal, yes sir. Link in the description. But if you don't have it, we totally understand. Just like, share, and subscribe. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're watching from. We greatly appreciate it. Woo! Yes, sir. Here we are on top side. Whew, what an accomplishment. And look there's that rope, man. Now, in full disclosure, Seth is the one pulling the mooring line out right now, but we just want to say that he didn't do it the whole entire time. The guy right there in the black shirt, he did most of it. That's Taha'a. We greatly appreciate him helping out. I think he was all tired, tuckered out over there. He looked a little sleepy, so I think we wore him out. But man, what an awesome job. Thank you guys. Regina, James driving the boat. Yes, sir. We got Harold over there. He's helping us with the mooring line. He's going to take care of it for us. I cannot say enough about this crew. I can't say enough about these guys, how hard they work. It was truly a big job, but it's for the love of the ocean, for the love of the Kai. Got to get it out. That's why we do what we do. Man, that thing still trips me out how big it was. 170 feet, unreal. There's that mooring ball. We were trying to see what it was, if it was plastic, what it's made out of, and we determined it's metal. Crazy.
Like you find glass guy, you gotta keep them.
Yes, sir. If you find glass ones, you gotta keep them. Look at that. I'm cutting that mooring line because I'm keeping that ball. We worked hard for that ball. We're gonna hang it up, do something with it, make nice decorations. Some people hang elk heads. We hang mooring lines. Yes, sir. And here's some bonus footage. And that's James checking out some cool spots. Do a little snorkeling, and he says, hey, I want to get in on this net thing. I want to do some help cleaning up the ocean. And he goes down there to do that. And James is a certified scuba diver. He hasn't been able to dive with us for a while. And hopefully he will soon and go clean some trash out with us. What a beautiful shot. Picture perfect. And then, what the heck? What are you doing? You messed up a great shot. What the heck's wrong with you, man? Nah, I'm just kidding. You're swimming the wrong way, though. The boat's the other way. And here comes Seth. I figured he'd already be tired pulling that rope out, but nah, he's still going. We work hard and we try to play hard. Run, run, run. Absolutely beautiful. Time to pull up the anchor and get on out of here. And here's one more shot of this mooring line. And this is why we have the boat. We're thankful because we wouldn't be able to put this in here if we had a smaller boat. Or if we didn't have a boat at all. So thank you guys for your support. Thanks for watching. God bless. Aloha.